Greetings, operatives. I am Agent Z4, and today we dissect human behavior so you can blend in without unfortunate incidents. Transmission continues from Mars Colony Delta on Sol 2847. Today's analysis addresses one of the most counterintuitive aspects of human social psychology: their deep suspicion of individuals who fail to display negative emotional responses towards specific entities. Put simply, humans find those who don't hate anything inherently untrustworthy. This peculiar requirement directly contradicts humanity's professed values of positivity, openness, and acceptance. Nevertheless, field observation confirms that humans expect all members of their social groups to maintain a carefully calibrated portfolio of dislikes, ranging from mild aversion to intense hostility. My awareness of this requirement emerged during what humans designate as a team-building exercise. The activity facilitator instructed participants to share "something you can't stand" as an icebreaker. When my response turn arrived, I attempted to demonstrate optimal social integration by stating, "I find all experiences valuable and approach each with curiosity rather than aversion." The resulting silence was immediate and revealing. Facial analysis indicated collective suspicion, with one human later informing me privately that my response was weird and a little creepy. The facilitator attempted to prompt me with, "There must be something that bothers you. Bad drivers, people who talk during movies, cilantro?" I quickly selected the final option, though I had no genuine aversion to this plant material. Most instructive was a follow-up incident in the colony's nutrition sector. A recently transferred engineer from the Luna base remarked that he hates cheese in all its forms. This seemingly innocuous statement of personal preference triggered a reaction previously documented in my transmission 2578 regarding human attachment to dairy products. Multiple humans ceased their conversations to stare at him. When he attempted to elaborate on his aversion, one nutritional scientist visibly recoiled and changed seating positions to increase distance between them. Over the subsequent observation period, this cheese-averse human experienced subtle but measurable social isolation. I documented 14 separate instances where he was excluded from social gatherings. In one notable case, an invitation was rescinded after his dairy preferences became known. When I inquired about this pattern with the colony's social coordinator, she explained that while hating certain things is expected, hating cheese specifically indicates something fundamentally wrong with a person. This reveals a crucial infiltration insight. Not all hatreds are created equal. Certain aversions are considered appropriate, while others trigger suspicion. The acceptability appears arbitrary rather than logical, creating infiltration vulnerabilities our training overlooked. I observed this principle at work during a recreational gathering centered around a food item called pizza. A maintenance technician expressed extreme disgust at another human's topping selection, declaring the addition of a fruit called pineapple to be literally a war crime, an attack on me personally, and a hate crime against all of Italy. His biological indicators suggested genuine distress over this food configuration. The pineapple-preferring human responded that she couldn't care less what Italians think and in fact hated Italy due to a terrible vacation experience involving a scooter accident in Rome. This escalated when the first human revealed Italian ancestry, triggering a 17-minute confrontation involving raised voices and cultural identity defense. Most revealing was the reaction of surrounding humans, who appeared neither alarmed nor suspicious of this interaction. Several even joined in, taking positions in this great pizza debate with surprising emotional investment. When I inquired about the conflict later, a senior technician explained this heated exchange was just people being people and actually pretty normal. This suggests that hatred directed towards specific cultural practices, geographical regions, or food preferences creates less suspicion than exhibiting no hatred at all. the intensity of negative emotion appears less important than its presence and appropriate targeting. Subsequent research confirms that humans interpret the absence of negative preferences as evidence of dishonesty, inauthenticity, or dangerous levels of self-control. One colonial administrator directly stated, "I don't trust anyone who doesn't hate at least a few things. It's not natural." Tactical recommendations for field operatives. Develop a standardized set of harmless aversions appropriate to your cover identity. Optimal targets include specific foods with divisive flavor profiles, cilantro, licorice, olives. Environmental conditions, humidity, specific temperature ranges. Transportation inconveniences, traffic, delayed shuttles. Minor sound irritants, chewing noises, repetitive tapping. Calibrate aversion intensity appropriately. Express mild irritation toward common annoyances, moderate negativity toward social infractions, and strong aversion only toward universally condemned behaviors. Critical. Avoid expressing neutrality when others display negative emotions. When a human expresses hatred for an entity, supportive acknowledgement is required. The phrase, "I can see why that would bother you," provides safe affirmation without requiring genuine alignment. Maintain consistent aversion profiles over time. Humans remember expressed hatreds with remarkable precision and will note contradictions in subsequent interactions. Never express aversion toward entities with protected status. Hatred must be directed toward acceptable targets only. Consult updated cultural assessment guides for current taboo targets. Most fascinating is the social bonding that occurs through shared hatreds. Humans who discover common aversions often form stronger connections than those based on shared positive preferences. During one observation period in the dining sector, two humans with no previous social connection engaged in a 24-minute conversation after discovering their mutual dislike of a food preparation method called putting raisins in perfectly good food. The intensity requirement varies by social context. In professional environments, mild aversions toward inoffensive targets are expected. In intimate social groupings, more authentic and intense negative emotions are required as proof of trustworthiness. One human explained, "If you never get angry about anything, how do I know what you actually care about?" This requirement creates significant infiltration challenges as our training emphasizes universal adaptability and neutrality toward all environments. Our natural state of accepting all experiences as data points without emotional categorization is precisely the behavior pattern humans find most suspicious. My most concerning field experience occurred during a recreational viewing of visual entertainment. When I failed to express appropriate negativity toward the antagonist character, a human directly challenged my response, stating, "What's wrong with you? How can you not hate that guy after what he did?" My attempt to analyze the character's motivational context only intensified suspicion. I was forced to implement Emergency Protocol 37B, sudden washroom need, to exit the increasingly problematic interaction. The requirement extends beyond fictional context to historical and current events. Humans expect others to maintain appropriate hatred toward historical figures who committed negative actions, regardless of temporal distance. When I suggested that historical context might provide better understanding of a controversial figure, a human responded, "Understanding is fine, but some things you just have to hate if you're a decent person." Most revealing is that humans often respect those who maintain hatreds they personally disagree with more than those who maintain no hatreds at all. The presence of authentic negative emotion, even when differently targeted, is considered evidence of genuine humanity. This suggests that emotional negativity itself, rather than its specific targets, serves as a verification mechanism for human authenticity. Next transmission will examine the peculiar human compulsion to engage in practical jokes, deliberate deceptions designed to cause temporary distress in social peers, which is then retroactively redefined as humor once the deception is revealed. As always, this is Agent Z4 signing off. Infiltration begins now. Thank you for listening to this story. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Video shares, memberships, and super thanks help the channel grow as well, so feel free to partner with this channel in that way as we grow. With that all said, thank you again for listening to the story, and thank you for your time. On the left side of your screen are some videos I think you might be interested in. I hope to see you in the next one.